it's Stretchy Sid, and today I want to show you how I get my legs over my head, the stretches I do to warm up for it, and we'll start with gentler, easier, warming up sort of stretches. These are better if you're a beginner or if you're just cold, and all of these are stretches that I did for a long time building up to being able to get my legs over my head. So I like to start by warming up the hip socket like this, kind of cradle your leg. If you can't get it in your elbow, you can just sort of loosen it up. We'll do that on both sides. Most of the stretches after this I like to hold ideally for 90 seconds or so to really get nice and open. Okay, so to open up my outer hips, we'll do some butterflies, and I like this stretch a lot. You make a diamond by putting the soles of your feet together, and then you can actually rest your forehead in this little nook right here. It's like made for your head. It's really comfy. So a lot of people will do pigeon in preparation for getting their legs over their head. For me, that does not feel super great on my knees, so I've kind of not been doing pigeon for a while. But if that's something you like or are interested in, it looks like this. And you can ease your body slowly over your leg. But since my hips are pretty open, I usually like to just go straight into fire logs. So you'll stack your ankles over your knees, knees over ankles. Leg on top is getting the stretch. I love hip stretches because the hips store a lot of our emotions, so being able to really stretch them out and let go helps release a lot of that emotional tension. So a lot of times after I do a more hip focused practice, I just feel a lot lighter and more in touch with myself. So I'm a big fan. Okay, so after you've held either fire logs or pigeon for a while, I learned a really useful trick in a yoga class I was in once for getting your legs over your head. So the version of pigeon you can do on your back, usually it's called figure four. You can do it like this, like this. A teacher saw me doing this in class one day, and I was trying to get my leg over my head, and she recommended I bend this leg, and that actually gives you so much more leverage to start working towards this. You can start by just working your heel towards your forehead in this position and doing a lot of happy baby as well. But once you start getting your foot closer to your forehead, you can start working on getting it behind your shoulder. So I'll hold this for a little bit on both sides just to open up, and we'll see if I can get my legs over my head today. I've been taking a bit of a break from a more intense yoga practice for the last month, and I'm just starting to get back into it, so I'm not as open as I could be, but you guys have seen all the warm-up and all the prep, so let's see if we can do it. So, oh yeah, here we are. I have pretty broad shoulders, so it's hard for me to get my feet to lock together. But this feels great. I'm super happy that I'm still open enough to at least get my knees behind my shoulders. Oh, there's the emotional release. Well, there were some of my favorite hip openers, and that's how I like to get my legs over my head, which is a very fun position for all sorts of activities. So I hope, should we wait for this helicopter to pass? Go on. Yeah. So I hope this this helped you, or that you can send it to someone who you have a crush on so they can learn how to do it. Don't forget to send some likes and some comments, I always read them, and subscribe to my channel for more yoga.